Okay, this is my run through of the solo scenario so I can show you guys how I do it to get to the end, although it's not that hard. I would recommend having a DPS spec, although tank could probably work. Save all your offensive cooldowns for the very end. Make sure you have a key from Exalted, one or two sleep dusts. Usually I only use one. Sometimes I use a rock to distract one of the guys at the end, and then make sure you have plenty of the propellant that launches you a pretty good distance, and macro that to some kind of hotkey. I use Shift D. So I just run through. I ignore all the chests. Good to have a speed boost, obviously. The faster you go, the better off you're going to be. This was a interesting run because I didn't actually see a lot of golden chests in the first room. I just looked up on that ledge, didn't see any, so I know I don't have to go backwards. On this one, make sure you get on that little ledge above it before you loot it, or you won't be able to get up. And then usually there's a gold chest right here, but there isn't this time. And then sometimes there's one on the statue I'm about to jump to. Isn't one there, so I just run past using my propellant to get across the gap. Kill the spiders along the way. Hit the lever. And I go in the next room, check the ledge on the right, see if there's anything. Okay, there's one. So I'm going to go up there and kill the spider, launch across the platform with the propellant. Grab the chest, use the speed boost to get some extra time. There's an ad coming, so I use my dust to sleep him. You won't go into combat for this. And this is an interesting spot because sometimes there's another guy in front of you right here. You have to wait or distract. I got lucky, didn't have him. Jump the tiles that are bad. Kill the next spider. Hit the next lever. And hopefully you can jump better than me. There's two chests on that side. Look, I have 4 minutes left, so I know that I have enough time. So I'm going to climb up here, and I actually do a really terrible job. I noticed that there's another chest in the right side over there, to the very far right. So I go up to get that one first, and then I was going to jump across, but unfortunately I fall after I get this one. And I can't get back up for some reason, because I'm terrible. So I just realized that I actually don't even need to go up there. Jump across. Usually I jump across at the top, but I just realized that I don't need to do that, so I give up after a good 20 seconds of failure and use my propellant, leap across, grab the next two. I have 3 minutes left, so I know I have a lot of time. Get the boost, and you can go to the right because you have your key. You don't need to use the lever on this one. And I grab this gold chest before the next lightning. You don't want to get stunned. I was thinking about trying to get across, but it looked like I wasn't going to make it. So, waiting the lightning out. And here, it depends on your time, but sometimes I kill this Pat right here. But this time I realize I'm really good on time, and I haven't seen a lot of gold chests, so I'm just going to skip him. You can dodge these two watchers by running between them. If you don't get too close, you should be fine. Use your key to open this door. And then I use my rock to distract this watcher, and then I run along the line of the sentry. And you're at the end. Watch out for that Pat on the right. He sometimes gets a little close. Pop all your cooldowns. I used Hero, Ascendance. Use everything you have and blow these three guys up. 2.4 million as a DPS. It's going to take you like maybe 20 seconds at the most to kill him. Watch out for the crash. Pop any healing cooldowns. I just popped AG. And clean up these ads. You always get two chests. He always drops a key. He always drops a key in his chest, I believe. And as you see, I haven't got any keys yet this run. It's been a pretty terrible run. I actually haven't seen very many gold chests either. So I loot him, get my key, loot the chest off him. No key actually, so I was wrong. Notice I have almost a minute and a half left. So I loot all these back here, knowing that there's not very many gold left. And actually I have less than a minute left. Got 2 keys, which is a pretty god-awful run. Got about 45 seconds, so I'm going to go over here, There's usually a gold chest at the top of these Malygos over here, and there's almost always a chest in the above the waterfall, over to the left there. So I'm gonna hop around and get up on top of these, and grab these last two. Actually, I think I just grabbed the one, grab the golden one. Get lucky enough to get another key out of that, and get about 15 seconds. So I go ahead and get this last gold chest on the waterfall, and I jumped out and get as many as I can before the clock runs out. And that's pretty much what I do every week. Sometimes it's faster and slower. Sometimes I get to the end with less than a minute because I have more chests to get, or I mess up or whatever. Usually you can get 300 gold after you loot, no problem. I've gotten as many as 6 keys before. Usually I average around 3 or 4, I'd say. But that was a pretty pathetic run. Could have used my time a little more wisely. Could have ran to the left in the room before the last room, probably. But it is what it is. Good luck. Have fun.